This is Chunkscrolls, my Cluescroll chunk-locked Iron Man, which can only unlock chunks when rewarded with a clue casket. I can travel through the world to complete my Cluescroll tasks, but I cannot obtain items from locked chunks I may be passing through. My goal is to collect loads of awesome loot, fill all the stash units, and hopefully one day find the Bloodhound pet. Hello, it's Costrello, and welcome back to Chunkscrolls, everyone. For those who have not yet seen the first episode, I highly recommend that you do so to get more of an understanding about this series and the rules involved. In the last episode, we made some good progress and gained some chunk unlocks like East Ardone, so the steps to unlocking the RuneScape map are starting to take shape. To begin this episode, I want to take a step away from just killing goblins and make attempts to find a clue scroll from other methods, like woodcutting, for bird nests. There we go, a medium clue from a bird's nest. Let's take a look. And that's Mortmire Swamp. Well, this is probably out of my reach right now, but it's worth having a look. I would need to complete Priest in Peril and start Nature Spirit quest. And sure, I could use this clue scroll to complete Rune Mysteries and the Restless Ghost. However, I don't yet have access to Rune Essence, which I'll need for Priest in Peril. So for now, I will just bank this clue scroll and work towards unlocking access to Rune Essence. I've come back to slaying goblins again, just for the fact that clue scroll rates are better than woodcutting, and the beginner and easy clue scroll drops are my best chance at unlocking Rune Essence. And there's a Charlie the Tramp step which I'll have to drop. I'll probably stop documenting all my failed clues from now on and only show the successful caskets unless the steps are very significant. Looks like I'm being sent to Hosidius, so I'll have to complete the quest X marks the spot. And there we go, that's X marks the spot complete. I'm going to have to destroy the antique lamp and drop the beginner clue though, since I don't have this chunk unlocked, and as much as I love a good freebie, using these would just be breaking the rules of the account. Vios was not happy I destroyed the lamp and gave me another. Obviously I'm going to get rid of this one as well. I've arrived at the fruit store in Hosidius and I just have to search the crates in the back of this room. And there we go, a casket. I guess it's time to find out what I get. Ah, sweet, my first unique on the account, a green elegant skirt. I'll take that. Matches my top a bit. Awesome. Let's see if I can steal from these stalls. No, I can't. Why is that? Let me steal. Oh, I need 15% favour. And as tradition stands, it's time to unlock the chunk on my map. Unfortunately, the ploughs for gaining favour are in this other chunk, so I won't be stealing from these stalls anytime soon. It was very sketchy running past some hobgoblins, but I managed to collect some snape grass in this chunk. Those will sit nicely in my bank for the future. There's also a bucket of sand and some seaweed here too. I can use this range to cook the seaweed to make soda ash. And that's just about everything this chunk has to offer me right now, so let's get out of here. With the buckets of sand and soda ash that I collected from that last chunk I unlocked, I can now make molten glass to gain some crafting XP. Another easy clue drop, so let's see what it has, and dig behind the grand tree. I could really have done with this step being a guaranteed casket, since the Grand Tree clothes shop has a lot of items needed for clue scroll requirements. Anyway, time to dig here and see what the next step is. Search the chest in the Dwarven Mine. I can do that one pretty easily. Now I need to headbang north of Alcarid Mine with a desert shirt, leather gloves and boots. Let's go see if I have those banked. And funnily enough, I don't even have some leather gloves, so I can't do this clue scroll. I'll have to drop it. Oh look, Alcarid Mine, and a step that I actually can do there. And there we go, a beginner casket and a new chunk unlocked. I brought my pickaxe along just for this, so I can mine a few copper and tin ores. And that's a full inventory of copper and tin ores that I can turn into bronze bars. After making some bronze knives, let's see what I get from this casket. A leather body and a black robe, just what I've always wanted. This barbarian village step could give me access to rune essence for minotaurs. but instead I'm being sent to the East Varrock mine. Wonderful. And there we go, a casket, and at least it's a new chunk unlocked. There's not much here without a pickaxe, but I will collect some of these red berries and cadaver berries in case I need them in the future. Right, well let's find out what's inside this casket. And that's a staff of earth, which I'll pop into the bank with my other staffs. There's 30 strength. This should be a guaranteed casket, and it is. That is Draenor Manor unlocked. Nice. So let's see what I get from this casket. And that's a Saradomin ornament kit for the Rune Scimitar. Nice. And while I'm here, I think I might as well start Ernest the Chicken quest. And that is the quest completed. I just need to speak to the hairdresser. And let's have a look. There's a casket. Awesome. So that means the western part of Falador is now unlocked. I'll be looking to get a few upgrades from around here, like the adamant mace from the mace shop. But anyway, let's have a look what I get in my casket. And a bunch of rubbish. But hey ho, we unlocked a new chunk. Like I said, I'm going to get some upgrades. So first point of call is to buy this adamant mace. And once I've got 30 attack, I'll be equipping that. And it's not a big upgrade, but worth getting. Here's an iron square shield that I can get from Cassie. Ah, the hand step. This is something worth talking about. I've taken the time and effort on Paint to explain what is known as the hands manipulation tactic. So I'll walk up to Hans as he's about to walk past the gate at the rear end of Lumbridge Castle and tell him that I'm going to kill everyone in the castle. So Hans is like, "Ah, hell nah, I'm getting out of here, you'll never get your hands on me." Get it? Anyway, he'll make a dart for it out of the castle, and then I chase him down in the next chunk, at which point I hopefully get a casket from him and unlock the other chunk. Okay, so here we go. Time to talk to Hans. First I'll drop this clue scroll and tell him that I'm going to kill everyone in this castle. At which point he's like, "Ah, hell nah, I'm out of here." I grab this clue scroll and I go and talk to him. Now hopefully he gives me a casket, which he doesn't. But that's what I will be doing to unlock this chunk in the future. I'm just glad I could show you how it works. Okay, I'm now in Port Sarim and I need to talk to the face. This should be a guaranteed casket. And it is. Awesome. So now I can unlock Port Sarim on my map. It's got a magic shop and a fishing shop. So I'll be visiting those shops to get a few items. But let's see what I get. Oh cool. I'll take that. Amulet of Magic. Thank you very much. Definitely a good reason to bring my money along with me when unlocking new chunks. I can now buy magic runes. And I'm also going to buy some fishing supplies because I never know when I'll need them, but they'll be handy to have in the bank when I do need them. Well, I'm all kitted out now and ready to train my magic on the goblins while trying to find some clue scrolls. I'm back in Falador, and this should be a guaranteed casket as well. There you go. Unfortunately I've already unlocked this chunk, but we can still find out what I get from this casket. Ah cool, another unique Bob's green shirt. I think these look pretty cool to be fair. Let's have a look. Nice. Little Bob the cat on the back of the shirt. I like that. Back in Ardone again. Let's see if I get a casket. After some lag, and there it is. Cool. Let's see what I get. Pest control, teleports, and a red elegant skirt. Now obviously I've already unlocked this chunk before, But then again, there's some new uniques for the account. The game has me panicking in Alcarid Mine again for a casket. And let's find out what I've got. Oh cool, the Zamorak ornament kit for the Rune Scimitar. That's 2 Simi ornament kits in one episode. Let's go. And now I just need to speak to Rusty. And he's given me a casket. Awesome. That was only like a 2-step easy Cluescroll casket. Nice. Well, that's a new chunk unlocked. And let's have a look at what I've got. A blue skirt trimmed. That's awesome. Back once again for the Renegade Master. I mean the tall leprechaun in Traynor Manor. And there's a casket. Now obviously I've already unlocked this chunk. But let's see what's in the casket. And nothing good. Okay, on to the next one. There's 30 attack. I can finally equip my adamant mace. Okay, what have you got for me, Cassie? That's a casket in an already unlocked chunk. But let's see what's in the casket. And nothing good again. Digging for treasure in the desert. And I've got another clue scroll. That's a hand step. You know what that means. Right, let's do this again. Time to speak to Hans outside this gate. Tell him that I'm going to kill everyone in the castle. He legs it out of here. I speak to him again. And boom, there's our casket. And that's the chunk unlocked. I'll now have access to the hand members that I can thieve easy clue scrolls from. Nice. Let's see what I get. And nothing great, but that's a great chunk to unlock. So seeing as I've unlocked hand members, I thought I'd give it a go and try and get an easy clue scroll from here. So I just have to pickpocket them and then boom. Well, that was easy. First successful pickpocket and I've got a clue scroll. Nice. And this clue scroll has brought me to the Lumbridge Swamps and there's a casket. So I can unlock this chunk. As you can see, my chunks are starting to come together now in the Lumbridge area. I can bag myself some leather gloves finally, which obviously I needed for a few clues. Let's see what I get. Oh, nice. That's a juicy casket there. A black pickaxe, bronze plate body G, and a Morton teleport for 200k's worth of loot. Nice. While I'm here, I thought I'd buy a couple of lit candles from the candle seller in the swamp. I'll need these in the future. Come to visit Shanty for a casket. And while I'm here, I'm going to buy some rope. All part of my master plan. And let's see what's inside this casket. A staff of earth. Not great. I'll bank it with my rope. Okay, so time for my plan. I'm going down into the Lumbridge Swamp cave to do some agility training. And if I just get past this wall beast, I'll be able to go into this area and jump across these stepping stones for agility XP. It's 1 XP for a fail and I think 3 XP for a successful jump. And that's level 2 agility. It's slow, but you gotta trust in the process. And that's 10 agility, all for the day when I finally unlock Draenor Village and its rooftop course. The rates worked out at 712 XP per hour. That was a painful little grind there. Okay, and now we're at the centre of Korend. I just have to dig here. And there's a casket. Alright, cool. This is a pretty good chunk to unlock. So I'm definitely going to see what it has to offer. And now let's see what I get. Well, that's just terrible. Let's take a look around. There's a cake stall, gem stall, silk stall. I know there's a bank here, and then there's the dungeon. I may be a slightly low level to start going through this dungeon, but I've grabbed myself some cakes and I think I'm going to take a run at killing some hill giants that are in here and just see how I get on. And that's my first giant key. I'll save that for Obor in the future. And that's an ancient shard, which doesn't really have much use to me at the moment, I don't think. Okay, so to be honest, the multi-combat hill giant spot wasn't all too fun, so I'm going to head back to the safe zone in Lumbridge. Okay, and this is another guaranteed casket. Just searching the wheelbarrow in Remington Mine, and there's a casket. So I can now unlock this chunk, which is linked with Port Sarim, so that's pretty cool. Nice one. Alright, so with Remington, I can do the Witch's Potion quest for some easy magic XP. And I don't yet have access to my POH, as I've not visited an estate agent yet, so that will have to wait. I've just noticed that my last few clips only recorded a blank screen, so just to recap, I completed the Witch's Potions quest and opened my casket only to get some Chaos Runes, a Black Dagger, and an Amulet of Magic. Nothing special. Alright, so this is the third step of a beginner clue, and the orb has brought me to the Draenor wheat field. And there's the casket. Very happy with this chunk unlock, as that's half of Draenor now unlocked. So there we go, we just tick that off. And I'll soon have access to the Agility Rooftop course. But for now, let's see what I've got in this casket. And a Staff of Earth and leather body. Nothing great. Talking to the cook in Lumbridge Castle. There's a casket, let's see what I get. And 6 shrimp. I'm in Taverley now, and I just have to search this crate. And there we go, there's a casket and a really good chunk unlocked. I'm happy with that one. It's unlocked the Taverley dungeon. Let's see what's in the casket. Black axe, helm, and staff of air. Oh well. There's some two-handed swords in this shop, which I can't afford, so I'll just take a peek and walk away in shame. There's a short bow on the floor in this house, and I think that's the first time I've actually had access to a bow, so I'll take that. And obviously, I now have access to the Taverley dungeon, though for the low level I am at the moment, it isn't much use to me. However, it definitely will be in the future. And another beginner clue to dig for. There's a casket. Let's find out what I've got. A wizard's hat and some shrimp. We move on from that. Another casket from the cook in Lumbridge. And now I'm in the sheep shearer's house for an easy clue scroll. And there's a casket. Awesome. And that lets us unlock this chunk as well, which then gives us a really strong link between Lumbridge and Draenor and eventually Falador. So that's some really good progress that's been made in these early game chunks. Let's see what I get from these caskets. Okay, some lore runes, not bad. And the easy. Some black armor, which is actually an upgrade with the plate body. Nice. I've decided it was a good time to shear some sheep and make balls of wool for some free crafting XP. And that's the sheep shearer quest complete, 150 crafting XP, bringing me to level 4 crafting. I'll take that. And there's 40 strength, pretty much from just killing goblins, that's not bad. Spinning in the Falador maze shop, let's have a look. And that's another casket, cool, I'm going to hold on to that one just for now. I've got another beginner clue scroll for hunting. And he's given me another clue. That's Charlie the Tramp, which I've got to drop. We might as well see what's in this other casket then. And some fire runes. Okay, I've got to dig by this tree near the Champions Guild. And there's a casket. Let's see what I get. Oh, nice. A Sandwich Lady top. Let's check this one out. Oh, that looks cool. Fully swagged out. Let's go. Alright, well this is the last place I want to come for a clue step. And there's a casket, as if I don't spend enough time here already. Let's see what I get. Obviously trash meets trash. Let's find another clue scroll then. Okay, this beginner clue was sent me to the apothecary in Varrock. Let's see, there's a casket. Awesome unlock. That's a really good chunk to have. Opens up a few things for me. And that's half of Varrock unlocked. I'm very happy with that one. Cool. So, drum roll please, let's find out what we get from the casket. Ah, nice, some frog slippers. That is a really cool unique again. I'm getting spooned with them at the moment. Awesome. As you know, I've had to drop a lot of Charlie the Tramp Cluescroll steps, and one of his tasks is to obtain some iron ore. So I'm going to get my mining level up to 15 so that I can start making strides to unlocking that chunk. Okay, and that's 15 mining. I can now mine iron, so when Charlie the Tramp wants it, I can get it for him. Alright, this is a big one. We have to pray that this is a casket. Come on. Ah, awesome. Nice one. That's just what I wanted. That is Draenor Village unlocked. I can now access the agility rooftop course, the willow trees, some fishing. That has opened up quite a lot for me and I couldn't be happier. Let's go. You could say that my master plan paid off in this episode. I trained up to 10 agility with a stepping stone in a cave for this moment. I didn't have many options to get 10 agility unless I unlocked the Gnome course or Brimhaven, but now I'm here, I would say it's a pretty big unlock for the account. Do you guys think I made the right choices, or did I miss an early game training method? I always love to learn something new, so comments for suggestions are always welcomed. And of course, another big unlock is Diango's shop. I can buy myself a cabbage cape to represent the cabbages I used as food at the start of the account, and I also finally have access to the Chronicle, which unlocks a decent teleport to the Champions Guild for me. And that's 20 agility. I suppose the next step will be to try and unlock the Alcarid course. That's going to bring us to the end of this episode. I think some really good progress was made. And let's have a look at the collection log. I've got 5 uniques in the beginner clues and 6 uniques in the easy clue collection log. Let's have a look at the map, because as you can see, my map has really opened up in this episode. I've had it pretty easy up to now, and with the map looking like this, I can start to put in some longer grinds on some of these skills. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment, like and subscribe. The next episode is just around the corner. Peace.